Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up second down.
Run, run, run. Go, go.
Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10.
Check, check.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Pistol. Here we go. Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You remember me? You remember me?
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Good. 220.
Come to ball.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
51 the mic.
They're going to try and throw. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, 180.
Check, 47. I'm on.
Alert. Hey, alert 33. Hey, seam 6.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
To Austin Hooper. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Set, 180. Regular. That's track.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Hurry!
57. Mike, 57.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the shift!
Pilot 64, weak! Ready!
Here's Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, kill, kill.
H3, 218, chopper.
Back to throw here. Caught here by Bell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's
Now
go.
whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Uncorks one for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Run. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, orbit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey.
47's the mic.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Check, 47. Pistol.
47.
Hurry.
Mike 47. I'm coming.
Buzz.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Point it right.
Play fake. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Hey, 180. Alert.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Slam. Up. Hey, alert 33.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Hey, here I come.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets, nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Pistol. Check the backer. Both sevens the mic. I got
You draw quarters. Real.
check 13.
Hey, Haywood.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Kings.
Check 3. Out.
Hurry. Like that.
Now Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Kings.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. The Vikings opening Lead up to 2 touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
47 is the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. 47, Mike.
Hurry.
47. Get ready.
Point it right. My God.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Alert. Check Mike 47. Hey, Echo.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Run.
Whip.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
36.
He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set Lobo.
Hey, watch his slant.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
47.
Hey, Charlie. Hurry.
Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They're looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It's certainly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike.
220.
47.
Regular.
Pass.
Hurry.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Tremont Smith on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry! One touch!
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Go, go. Check.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dayon Buchanan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Hurry. Alert. Let's go.
Mike's 47.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And it's caught. 11 yards there, just like last play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And break, the tight end's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Yep. Motion.
57. Mike, 57. Come on.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken in at the 1. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play.